Now we come to the points which we should remember for note making format. First, avoid using long sentences as heading or title. Next, ignore information that is less important. Only important points should be noted. Never lose the main idea of the passage. Next, we should be brief, clear, and specific. Do not include your own version or understandings. As already told, that it may happen that the passage given in the exam may not be as per your understanding of the subject. You may like the advantages of information technology, but in the passage it may happen that there may be the shortcomings mentioned in the passage. You are not to mention the importance of information technology in your note making. You are to only make the notes of the passage as mentioned in the given paragraph. We are not to include our own version. We are to go by the theme or the writing of the author of the passage. Next, we should use at least 4 abbreviations in our notes. While making note making, we should at least mention 4 abbreviations. It may be more than that. Use universally recognized abbreviations, symbols, shorter words, and numbers wherever necessary, and provide key to the abbreviations. As already mentioned, that when you have mentioned heading, subheading, subheading, and after all that, you have to make a box mentioning the key to every keywords used in the examination note making, at least 4. Further, headings and subheadings are to be numbered. Now the point comes indenting. What is the meaning of indenting? Indenting means shifting from the margin. If you see this is from the margin. First has been written here. This is the main heading. Now subheading has been written just leaving after more distance. If you talk about this is heading, this is subheading, this is written after some more distance, and this is subheading, this has been written after a leaving more distance as compared to 2a. It follows the pattern of this like version. Indenting means shifting from the margin, used to clearly indicate headings, subheadings, and subheadings. First, write the title. Then write down the notes in a logical order in this way. From the headings to subheadings, the numbering should be spaced a little to the right. You can see the numbering is written a little to the right. If we are writing 2a and 2b is in the same line. If we are writing 2a1, then 2a2, then it is in the same line as 2a1. Such use of indenting gives your notes a visual character. It gives a clear picture of the notes which you are making. At a glance, you can see the main idea and its various aspects. Suppose this may be the on any topic. You may say that you have been given a paragraph on computerization. First of all, if you go through the passage, you may find out that we have to define what is the message of computerization. What is the meaning of computerization? You will first of all here first heading will be definition. Suppose after that in the next there has been given that what are the advantages of computers. Then the second heading will be advantages. You will write the same A1, A, B, C, and then the third heading may be disadvantages, and you will mention the same in the same manner A, B, C. So in this way, you will also use abbreviations and will make a key box of the same mentioning the abbreviations, and after all this you will mention the summary. Next, numbering. You may follow any system, but you should be consistent. What it means? It means that if we are following, suppose this system 1 A, B, 1 after that 2, it does not mean that if you are writing second heading, then you can use 2, 1, 2.1, 2.2. You cannot do that. You have to use the same format. You will mention 2, then you will write A, then you will write B. Whatever system, numbering system you use, you will have to follow the same. Suppose you use 1, then you use 1.1, then you use 1.2. Then if you come to the second heading, you cannot say that after writing 2, you start writing A, B. You will have to follow that system. No, this is not correct. You will have to follow this pattern. In here, these are some numbering formats which you may follow, such like 1A, 1B. Then after that, you will have to follow 2A, 2B. If you are using this type of numbering 1, 1.1, 1.2, then when you come next time a heading 2, then you will mention 2, 2.1, 2.2. If you are using this type of format A as heading, then you will use A1, A2. Then you will use heading B, then you will use B1, B2. That is, you will have to follow the same system throughout. You cannot change in between. It will not look nice, and it will also may result in negative marking, or you may not fetch any marks in the examination, and the examiner may think that you do not know the note making format. So always follow the consistent, always be consistent while using the numbering. Next, writing a summary. What is the meaning of summary? Summary means general idea in brief form. What the whole passage was, you have to write a brief summary of the same. It is an abstract of the passage. It is a gist of the passage. You have to expand headings and subheadings and write down the ideas developed in the passage in the specified word limit. It is not that you can write summary as long as you want. Normally it is 1/3, or it is written in between 80 to 100 words. Please note that when we were writing heading, subheading, or sub-subheading, we have to use abbreviations or symbols. But when we are writing summary, we do not use abbreviations and symbols here. Complete sentences are used here in summary. Now the question arises, how to write summary. First of all, we should keep in mind the word limit of summary. Usually a summary is 1/3 of the length of the original passage. Ideally, a summary must provide the information in the same order as in the original passage. We may understand the same with the help of an example. Suppose we have been given a topic on air pollution. First of all, there may be given what is the meaning of air pollution, then may be given advantages of air pollution, then the other in the same paragraph next lines may write about the disadvantages of air pollution. While writing summary, we should follow the same pattern: definition, then advantages, and then disadvantages. We are not to write that first we will write the definition, then we write one advantage, then one disadvantage, again we one advantage and one disadvantage. No, we should follow the pattern as mentioned in the original passage. We are to follow the same logical serial term. Students are required to write summary using the main points listed in the notes. While note making format, in the previous pages we have noted that first comes the title, then heading, then subheading. We are to make the summary on the basis of that points which we have listed in the notes in heading and subheading, and not any other point. We are to use only those heading and subheadings and subheadings while making summary. We should avoid sentences using words like and, not only, but also, such that, and which. Avoid lifting complete sentences from the original text. It is not that whatever written in the original passage, we have to copy paste the same in the summary. This is wrong. We should understand the meaning of the passage and we should write the same in our own words in the summary as far as possible. Your summary should read as a systematic paragraph. As already told, we have to follow a systematic. It should not look that you are taking the points which were mentioned on the last of the paragraph. You are writing that early in the first lines, and whatever was written in the early, you are writing the same in the summary at the last. We should follow a systematic format. Summary should be complete in the sense that it carries all the points touched by the author in the original passage. It is a very important next point. Be neutral. Do not include your own opinions on any topic. We are to follow whatever has been written in the original passage. We are to go by the same. It may happen that the original passage may not be correct, or it may present only half truth, but we are to go by the same. Do not misrepresent the author's ideas. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.